I turn on my radio each morning around 9 to hear the man announcing it's country music time. He plays the record hits that fit most every girl and guy. Then he plays our song and it's my hi-fi to cry by. I wonder how the man who wrote the song knew to say the words that keep on haunting me day after day. As long as you're here in my heart, there'll be tears in my eyes, especially when I'm listening to my hi-fi to cry by. There must be other broken hearts that feel the same way too, but they don't know the hurt that goes along with losing you. So just to hear that song and live with memories is why I turn on my hi-fi to have my daily cry. I wonder how the man who wrote the song knew to say the words that keep on haunting me day after day. As long as you're here in my heart, there'll be tears in my eyes, especially when I'm listening to my hi-fi to cry by. Especially when I'm listening to my hi-fi to cry by.
When I was young, left my home and went away to Vegas. With my guitar and my dreams, I had to try to play and sing in Vegas. But my mama told me I was wrong, and she begged me to stay at home. But my will was strong and I had to make it big in Vegas. They'll put my name up in lights where I'm playing, and the lines out in front will be long. I'll get a standing ovation from the people when I start to sing my song. When I turn them on in Vegas. Well, I've played every honky-tonk and smoky bar in Vegas, and I guess that I don't have what it takes for Las Vegas. But my dreams still linger on, though my faith is almost gone. But my will is strong and I gotta make it big in Vegas. They'll put my name up in lights where I'm playing, and the lines out in front will be long. I'll get a standing ovation from the people when I start to sing my song. When I turn them on in Vegas. La 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 la, big in Vegas.
Say the track's a Capistrano, just a block from the Swallows Bar. And I thought as I stood there about the miles and miles of track, and of all the lonely hours until I would be back, and of how I love to hold you and how I hate to leave, and your smiling eyes on fire, and the night was alive with you. Well, the cold winter wind blew down the tracks of Capistrano, southbound trains out of sight, such a starry winter night. Silver rails still swift into the empty, distant darkness, bringing us together like two trains in the night. Well, the cold winter wind blew down the tracks of Capistrano, southbound trains out of sight, such a starry winter night. Silver rails still swift into the empty, distant darkness, bringing us together like two trains in the night, bringing us together like two trains in the night.
There is a place I like to go in the spring, in the fall, and in the snow. There's lots of friendly people there, and you don't have to bother to cut your hair. Ba 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 na 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 na. Ba 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 na 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 na. The Smoky Mountains is the place to put a big smile on your face. Trees are yellow, red, and green. It's the prettiest place I've ever seen. Ba 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 na 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 na. Ba 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 na 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 na. No telephones to blow your high, nothing but clean air in the sky. I think that heaven must be near, 'cause the angels' voices you can hear. It is the natural habitat for people who know just where it's at. Smoking is their claim to fame, and that's how the Smokies got the name.
Hello, you're listening to Efferalgang Radio, and this is your friend Alistair with his friend Katelynn doing
Hi.
doing a very special episode of Alistairway to Heaven, the Southern Fried Special Edition, where we're going to play a lot of country music, but it's not necessarily Southern or Western.
Yeah, but we're Southern. We're here in the South.
That's right. It's coming from the South.
Yeah.
And we're also joined here by Katelynn's dog, Para.
She desperately wants to get involved. Hop on the mic.
Yeah. Can you say hello?
You want to speak? Speak? Speak?
All right.
She's not
Maybe
into
later.
it.
Yeah, not into it. We'll try to get a photo of her up on the collage. What, you keep growling at us now? Okay. What else is... Oh, we have to read back these tracks. Hang on a second. So you just heard... These were a couple of my picks, actually. You just heard, I think, Jimmy Carter and the Dallas County Band with A Night of Love. And before that was Barefoot Jerry with Smokies. And then there was Corky Carroll with tracks of Capistrano, which is off of his album A Surfer for President. He was the U.S. champion for surfing in the 70s, and he also decided to record a couple tracks, and that was a good one. There was Buck Owens with Big in Vegas. I played that on the show before, but I liked it a lot. And then we started it off with My Hi-Fi to Cry by Bonnie Owens. And we have about a minute and a half left on this track. We had a lot to say on this first mic break. Did you want to talk about George Jones and Johnny Paycheck and Double Trouble?
Yeah. So if y'all look there at the album cover, it's been altered. Feature.
Been doctored.
Yeah, the original Mr. Jones, Alistair Jones, and me. My friend Taylor Burton did that Photoshop work for us last night. Thank you, Taylor.
Yeah.
That was very nice of you. I mean, what do we want to say about it?
Yeah. Oh, didn't you meet George Jones?
I did meet George Jones. So in college, I was actually a member of the George Jones fan club. I think it was about $12. I mailed in. I got a newsletter in the mail every so often in a pen that says George Jones Fan Club, just a ballpoint pen that I still have.
Like a Bic pen?
Yeah, pretty much. And part of the deal with the fan club is that you got to meet George Jones if you went to one of his concerts. And so I went to his concert in Bangor, Maine at this high school gymnasium one night. And he had just been injured. His wrist hurt him, so he wasn't taking any meet and greets. But I met his wife, who was handing out CDs at the front of the stage. It was a very small town kind of venue. But then a couple of years later, he was here in Augusta, Georgia, and I knew the photographer at his show, and he got me backstage, and I got to meet George Jones and get a picture with him.
Incredible.
Yep.
And you picked out the next George Jones track here.
Yep. There Ain't No Grave Deep Enough, which I really like. It's very upbeat for such a dark track.
Right on. Well, it's playing underneath us right now, so let's get back to it.
All right.
There's no way to hide my feelings or cover up the truth. There ain't no grave deep enough to bury my love for you. If ever you may need me, if your new love does you wrong, on bended knee with open arms, I welcome you back home. My love for you won't let me be. ashamed of what you do. There ain't no grave deep enough to bury my love for you. No, there ain't no grave deep enough to bury my love for you.
So I feel so blue, sometimes I wanna die. And so I've got a broken heart, so what? They say that time will heal all wounds in mice and men. And I know that someday I'll forget and love again. But just between you and me, I've got my doubts about it. 'Cause just between you and me, you're too much to forget. So I've lost the only girl I ever loved, and so I've never felt so low, so what? I'll just tell myself each time I wanna cry that someday time will dry the teardrops from my eyes. But just between you and me, I'm not so sure about it. 'Cause just between you and me, you're too much to forget. You're too much to forget.
I can't recall one time in my life I felt as lonely as I do tonight. I feel like I could lay down and get up no more. It's the damnedest feeling. I never felt it before. Tonight I feel like an old violin, soon to be put away and never played again. Don't ask me why I feel like this. Hell, I can't say. I only wish this feeling would just go away. I guess it's 'cause the truth is the hardest thing I ever faced. 'Cause you can't change the truth in the slightest way. I try. So I asked myself, I said, John, where do you go from here? Then like a fool, I turned around, I looked in the mirror, There I was sitting, an old violin, soon to be put away and never played again. So one more time, just to be sure, I said, John, where in the hell do you go from here? And you know, there wasn't a nickel's worth of difference when I looked in the mirror. 'Cause there I was singing an old violin, soon to be put away and never played again. And just like that, it hit me. Why, that old violin and I were just alike. We'll give her all to music, and soon we'll give our life.
Precious memories, how they linger.
Comb your hair and paint and powder. You act proud and I'll act prouder. You sing loud and I'll sing louder. Tonight we're setting the woods on fire. You're my gal and I'm your feller. Dress up in your frock of yeller. I'll look swell but you look sweller. Setting the woods on fire. We're taking all the honky-tonks. Tonight we're having fun. We'll show the folks a brand new dance that never has been done. I don't care who thinks we're silly. You be daffy and I'll be dilly. We'll order up 2 bowls of chili, setting the woods on fire. Up my hot rod stoker. We'll get hotter than a poker. You'll be broke, but I'll be broker. Tonight we're setting the woods on fire. We'll set close to one another, up one street and down the other. We'll have a time, old brother, setting the woods on fire. We'll put aside a little time to fix a flat or two. My tires and tubes are doing fine, but the air is showing through. You clap hands and I'll start bowing. We'll do all the laws allowing. Tomorrow I'll be right back plowing, setting the woods on fire.
Did you hear about the country girl from Valdosta, Georgia, who met the city slicker from Los Angeles at 30,000 feet over Denver, Colorado, eating honey roasted peanuts on an airplane headed east? He drank his whiskey sour, and talked 90 miles an hour. She sipped her Coca-Cola and nodded now and then. He laughed and said, I've never been to Valdosta, Georgia. She smiled and said, it's lovely in the spring. He said, what do people do down in Valdosta, Georgia? Do they live in houses and do the kids wear shoes? She said, heavens no, we all live down on the creek bank. There's no indoor plumbing and we all ride on mules. He sipped his amaretto and said, I know something better. Come go with me to New York and I'll show you the town. She said, I really must get home to Valdosta, Georgia, and put some sweet potatoes in the ground. But if you'll come go with me, I'll take you to a square dance, teach you how to milk a cow and plow the bottom land. We'll go to Sunday preaching, eat mama's good fried chicken. You can take me to the picture show and I'll let you hold my hand. What do you say to that, city man? Well, the old boy took the bait the way a smallmouth takes a minnow, and when they hit Chicago, he turned his ticket in. She said, there's not an airport that serves Valdosta, Georgia. We'll fly into Savannah and take a buckboard in. Imagine his surprise when they landed in Valdosta and stepped off of the plane into a waiting limousine. She poured and blended whiskey, and that's when he saw her picture on the cover of the Playboy magazine. She said, here's what people do down in Valdosta, Georgia. She kissed him on the earlobe, then kissed him on the mouth. She whispered to the driver, keep your eyes upon the highway, turned back to her friend and said, welcome to the South. She was more than just a country girl from Valdosta, Georgia, who met a city slicker from Los Angeles at 30,000 feet over Denver, Colorado, eating honey roasted peanuts on an airplane.
Read back what we just heard, Katelynn?
Yeah, welcome back. That was There Ain't No Grave Deep Enough by George Jones. It's the first one right after that, right after our last talk. Then Just Between You and Me by Charlie Pride. Rest in peace. He just passed away from COVID. The Old Violin by Johnny Paycheck.
Johnny Paycheck, who you put your face on here.
Yep.
You've got
Yep.
Taylor
Well,
here.
I'm Johnny Paycheck today.
Right.
Hugging you.
I replaced temporarily my face with Para's face. Para's the dog that's sitting on the couch here.
Well, and
But-
that's actually how I look at Para all the time.
Yeah. Slightly more accurate.
Then Setting the Woods on Fire by Hank Williams.
That was a great one. I had never heard that one.
Yeah, a lot of people haven't heard that one. This is one of my favorite Hank Williams songs. It's
See why.
unlike his other songs. And then Valdosta, Georgia by Bill Anderson. Little known song by Whispering Bill Anderson. I love it. I love the twist ending.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and I can kind of relate to that song.
Right on. I actually never made it to the very end of that song because that's the song that I was listening to when I pulled up here.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
well,
and I
she's
did not catch the
Oh.
twist. Yeah.
she's on the cover of Playboy magazine. She's been fooling him all along. Yeah. So
Valdosta, Georgia.
Valdosta, Georgia.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, she's been tricking him that she's from this hit country place.
Oh, I thought she was both of those things.
But she is.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
see,
So
I got it.
I don't know why
She's-
the big reveal is that Valdosta is not a hit country place, but
Right, that's true. I'm gonna have to finish that song.
Yeah, because it is.
Good onions there.
Yeah.
And then we picked out the next one. Oh, before we go to the next one, what we are hearing underneath us this is the song that we're talking over. It's called "Send in the Clowns," and when you hear "Send in the Clowns," that's when we're gonna start talking. And it's an instrumental song off of Tyler
Childers. This is his newest album that he recorded during quarantine, and all the tracks except for the last one are instrumental. It's a really good album.
Right on.
Yep.
Great. And then we are going into now.
Now we are going into "Add a Way to Go" by Don Williams.
Okay.
And
let's do it. And then Then we got to figure out the rest.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
That a way to go. You finally broke it off. That a way to go. We can't even talk or cry or even wonder why. That a way to go. Didn't you believe me when I loved you? I guess you thought we were playing games. All this time I tried to think I've known you. I guess I really only knew your name. That a way to go. You finally broke it off. That a way to go. We can't even talk or cry or even wonder why. That a way to go. Thought you knew I lived my life just for you. There was just no price too big to pay. And even though I know I still live for you, the feelings that you show won't let me stay. That a way to go. You finally broke it off. That a way to go. We can't even talk or cry or even wonder why. That a way to go.
It's all wrong, but it's all right. The amber sunset glow has died. My needs are very much alive. Is it okay if I stop by? It's all wrong, but it's all right. It's all wrong, but it's all right. Just close your eyes and hold me tight. need someone so much, and who knows, it might last for life. It's all wrong, but it's all right. It's all wrong, but it's all right. Just close your eyes and hold me tight. Tell me sexy love lies. It's all wrong, but it's all right.
I'll meet 'em down at Barney's Beanery with their platform heels and spit curls. I'll buy 'em drinks, we smoke our hopes, try to make it one more night. But when I'm left all alone at last, I feel like I'll die from fright. I'm just a lonesome LA cowboy, hanging out, hanging on to your window ledge, calling your name from midnight until dawn. I've been smoking dope, snorting coke, trying to write a song, forgetting everything I know till the next line comes along. Forgetting everything I know till the next line comes along. Well, I know Chris and Rita and Marty Mull are meeting at the Troubadour. We'll get it on with the joy cooking while the crowd cries out for more. Round 6 o'clock this morning, I'll be getting kinda slow. When all the shows are over, honey, tell me, where do you think I go? I'm just a lonesome LA cowboy, hanging out, hanging on to your window ledge, calling your name from midnight until dawn. I've been smoking dope, snorting coke, trying to write a song, forgetting everything I know till the next line comes along. Forgetting everything I know till the next line comes along.
She's in some honky-tonk tonight, I know. She's dancing where the music's loud and lights are low. In a crowded bar, she likes to hang around. But as long as there's a honky-tonk, she'll never settle down. So close up the honky-tonks, lock all the doors. Don't let the one I love go there anymore. Close up the honky-tonks, throw away the key. Then maybe the one I love will come back to me. I wish I had the power to turn back the time and live again the hours when she was all mine. 'Cause it hurts to see her running with that crowd downtown. But as long as there's a honky-tonk, she'll never settle down. So close up the honky-tonks, lock all the doors. Don't let the one I love go there anymore. Close up the honky-tonks, throw away the key. Then maybe the one I love will come back to
I hear a sound, it's going through my brain. I hear talk of people, I feel the falling rain. I see a man crying, 'cause the whole world has let him down. Kids are laughing at funny faces of a clown. My mind is like a spring in a clock, it won't unwind. I can't see, I can't think, I can't feel, I'm out of time. I'm up and then I'm down, tell me where is it going to end? You say start at the beginning again, my friend. Hear thunder, and I can feel the wind. I can see angry faces in the eyes of men. And don't forget, kids, stay where kids lay bleeding on the ground. And there's no place on this planet where peace can be found. So there'll be stabbings and shootings and young men dying all around. And it keeps going through my brain, and I can still hear the sound. I hear talking of people, the whole world has gone insane. And all there is left is the falling rain. And all there is left is the falling rain. All there is left is the falling rain. All there
So that was an interesting one because that is Link Ray from Rumble fame doing a vocal heavy one called Fallen Rain. And before that was the Flying Burrito Brothers with Close Up the Honky Tonks. And then we had New Riders of the Purple Sage with Lonesome LA Cowboy. And then, you want to read back the previous three?
Yeah, so before that we had My Maria by B.W. Stevenson. It's one you might recognize. It was covered by Brooks and Dunn. Great commercial success, but I like the original. It's All Wrong, But It's All Right by Dolly Parton.
Great one.
It's a great one. And then Add a Way to Go by Don Williams.
Wonderful. All right. Well, we are getting ready to do a live performance of Johnny Paycheck's Colorado Kool-aid here. Katelyn's going to do this for us.
I'm practicing.
She's still practicing. We're going to play one more track. The Roger Miller Do Wackadoo. And then we're going to go right into Colorado Kool-aid. So...
Slightly updated.
Slightly updated.
Yeah.
There were some just borderline, very questionable content in the original version of the lyrics that we just,
We tweak a tiny bit.
We just made them a little more accurate. So,
I think that's
We didn't change anything.
I mean, this is poetry, but we just made it better poetry.
Exactly. All right, let's get on with Do Wackadoo and stay tuned for Colorado Kool-aid.
I hear tell you're doing well, good things have come to you. I wish I had your happiness, and you had a do, I could 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 do. They tell me you're running free, your days are never blue. I wish I had your good luck charm, and you had a do, I could 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 do. Yeah, I see you going down the street in your big Cadillac. You got girls in the front and got girls in the back. Yeah, way in the back. You got money in a sack, both hands on the wheel and your shoulders right back. Rip it, bip, 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 boo, ba. I hear tell you're doing well, good things have come to you. I wish I had your happiness, and you had to do, I could 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 do. Yeah, see you going down the street in your big Cadillac. You got girls in the front and got girls in the back. Yeah, and way in the back you got money in a sack, both hands on the wheel and your shoulders right back. I hear tell you're doing well, good things have come to you. I wish I had your good luck charm, and you had to do, I could 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 do, da-do, da-da-ba.
Do I start?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I was sitting in this beer joint down in Houston, Texas. Was drinking Colorado Kool-aid and talking to some Mexicans. And we was, what's that you say? What's Colorado Kool-aid? Well, it's a can of chorus brewed from a mountain stream. It'll set your head on fire and make your kidneys scream. Oh, it sure is fine. Yeah, we was having ourselves one of them real good times. But you know, every beer joint that you've ever been in, some big mean drunk who just ain't got no friend. Sure enough, he just wants to fight. Yeah, he's gonna break everything in sight. Well, he took him a big swallow of beer, and he spit in my friend's ear. And sure enough, that made my buddy real mad. That's something like he ain't ever had. Well, sir, he pulled out a big, long switchblade knife, and quick as a whistle, he began to slice, and that big, mean drunk stood back, his face full of tears, looking down at the floor, and one of his ears. He cut that thing off, even with the sideburns. You might say, my friend, he just didn't give a darn. But he was a gentleman about it, and bent over, and with a halfway grin, he picked it up and handed it back to him. And he said, now, big man, you get the urge to spit a little beer, just open up your hand there and spit in your own ear. Won't be no trouble that way. That's what I heard him say. And I said, "Barmaid, set us up a round of that Colorado Kool-aid. And while you're up there, bring this big fella here a box of Band-Aids." Now let me tell you, if you're ever riding down in south of Texas, decide to stop and drink some Colorado Kool-Aid and maybe talk to some Texans, and you get the urge to get a little tough, you better make damn sure you got your knife-proof earmuff. Hey, ain't that right, big man? I said, ain't that right, big man? Oh, he can't hear. Not on this side anyway. He ain't got no ear. Hey, barmaid, bring us all a big tall glass of that Colorado Kool-Aid. How about it? How you doing, big man? You still got your ear there in your hand?
Yes, and I've been out walking. I don't do too much talking these days. These days. These days I like to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do. Yes, and all the time that I had the chance to. Yes, and I had a lover. I don't guess I'll risk another these days. These days. I seem to be afraid to live the kind of life I've made in song. Well, it's only 'cause I've been lonesome for so long. Yet and I'll quit my dreaming. Too much scheming these days. These days. These days I like to think about how all these changes came about my way. And I thank God I lived to ride down another highway. Yes, and I'll quit my rambling. I don't do too much gambling these days. These days. Now, these days I stand on cornerstones and count the time in quarter tones till 10. Please don't confront me with my failures. I have not forgotten it.
you're so sweet to come home to. You're just like an old hometown. What a welcome relief from this daily run around. I wanna hold you, love you forever. I wanna kiss you up and down. Oh, you're so sweet to come home to. You're just like an old hometown. Each working day I think about just how good it's gonna be when the whistle blows and I'm holding you close to me. I'm a boy again in a pile of leaves, running through the snow on Christmas Eve, when my life is falling apart. You take me home, back to your heart. Oh, you're so sweet to come home to. You're just like an old hometown. What a welcome relief from this daily run around. I wanna love you, hold you forever. I wanna kiss you up and down. Oh, you're so sweet to come home to. You're just like an old hometown. Honey, you're just like an old hometown. You're just like an old hometown. Oh, you're so sweet to come home to. You're just like an old hometown. What a welcome relief from this daily run around. I wanna hold you, love you forever. I wanna kiss you up and down. Oh, you're so sweet to come home to. You're just like an old hometown. Honey, you're just like an old hometown. What a
sing me a song, sadness, and sing it as blue as I feel. If a tear should appear, it's because she's not here. Sing a sad song and sing it for me. She's unhappy with me. She told me so. I'm unhappy without her, and I still love her so. Oh, sing me a song of sadness, pretend it's the end of the world. Sing it sweet and sing it low, and then I'll have to go. sing a sad song and sing it for me. Sing it sweet and sing it low, and then I'll have to go. Sing a sad song and sing it for me.
Hello, welcome back. You are still listening to Efferalgang Radio and Alistairway to Heaven with...
Katelynn Bell here.
That's right.
Yep, you've been listening to Do Wackadoo by Roger Miller.
That was the start of the block.
Start of the block leading into my rendition of Johnny Paycheck's Colorado Kool-aid.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Way to go,
It's
Katelynn.
my first live recording. And then we listened to These Days by David Alcoe. Really good version of that
An
song.
improvement on the original, I would say.
Yeah,
Kate would say
we
as well.
agreed.
Yeah.
We agreed. We talked about that. And then The Old Hometown by Glenn Campbell. Glenn Campbell's one of my favorite artists. That song, again, not super well known. One of my favorite. It just evokes so many feelings in me. Sing a Sad Song by Merle Haggard. Again, another one of my favorites. Again, not super well known, but super sad. Willin' by Linda Ronstadt. A cover of Little Feat, but man, doesn't she just
Yeah, fantastic.
kill you with that.
Yeah, kill them softly.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta talk about our prom picture.
Our prom photo. Let me move. Wait, I have to lift my finger up to be able to move this thing.
You just move-
All right, yeah, it's alright. I just moved Paula's face off of mine. But yeah, that was our my senior prom.
I was a sophomore.
You were a sophomore. That's right. You're 2 years younger than me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, robbing the cradle.
Yeah, jeez. That's that. Yeah. Anyway, I remember that photo because we took it once, and then they forgot to put film in the camera, and then they ran around trying to find everybody who they hadn't taken the photo of, who they had already taken the photo of, to retake the photo. And by that point, I'd taken off my jacket, and I made this very interesting fashion choice to get like a white vest with my white shirt. It looks very...
Well, so I remember you called me before the prom and you asked what color dress I'd be wearing because you wanted to match maybe your boutonniere or something to my dress.
Yeah.
And I remember telling you I was like, Mom, what color is my prom dress? And she was like, it's coral. I was like, it's coral.
And it is coral.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was accurate.
Yeah. So, and so that's actually a keychain of our photo, and that keychain is about as long as my hand. It fits between my thumb and the top of my pointer finger.
It's like the size of it's like bigger than a wallet.
Yeah, I'd say it's 5 inches long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
It's not super practical.
No, it's never been used as a keychain. But you would never lose your keys if you had it.
You would never lose your. Maybe I should start using it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, what are we going into next then? Send in the Clowns is about to end.
Yeah, we got Lefty Frizzell. We got Saginaw, Michigan. It's kind of a fun, kind of moralistic song, I'd say.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Lefty Frizzell, classic country songwriter.
Sweet. Well,
Yep.
let's go right into it.
I was born in Saginaw, Michigan. I grew up in a house on Saginaw Bay. My dad was a poor, hard-working Saginaw fisherman. Too many times he came home with too little pay. I loved a girl in Saginaw, Michigan, the daughter of a wealthy man. But he called me that son of a Saginaw fisherman, and not good enough to claim his daughter's hand. Now I'm up here in Alaska, looking around for gold. Like a crazy fool, I'm a-digging in this frozen grounds of cold. But with each new day, I pray I'll strike it rich, and then I'll go back home and claim my love in Saginaw, Michigan. I wrote my love in Saginaw, Michigan. I said, honey, I'm a-coming home, please wait for me. And you can tell your dad I'm coming back a richer man. I hit the biggest rack in Klondike history. Her dad met me in Saginaw, Michigan. He gave me a great big party with champagne. Then he said, son, you're a wise, young, ambitious man. Will you sell your father-in-law your Klondike claim? Now he's up there in Alaska, digging in the cold, cold ground. The greedy fool is looking for the gold I never found. It serves him right, and no one here is missing him, least of all the newlyweds of Saginaw, Michigan. We're the happiest man and wife in Saginaw, Michigan. He's ashamed to show his face in Saginaw, Michigan.
I wanna tell you all a story about a Harper Valley widowed wife who had a teenage daughter who attended Harper Valley Junior High. Well, her daughter came home one afternoon and didn't even stop to play. And she said, Mama, got a note here from the Harper Valley PTA. Well, the note said, Mrs. Johnson, you're wearing your dress is way too high. It's reported you've been drinking and running round with men and going wild. And we don't believe you ought to be bringing up your little girl this way. And it was signed by the secretary, Harper Valley PTA. Well, it happened that the PTA was gonna meet that very afternoon. And they were sure surprised when Mrs. Johnson wore her mini skirt into the room. And as she walked up to the blackboard, I can still recall the words she had to say. She said, I'd like to address this meeting of the Harper Valley PTA. Well, there's Bobby Taylor sitting there, and 7 times he's asked me for a date. And Mrs. Taylor sure seems to use a lot of ice whenever he's away.
button down hair gone. I reckon you're looking for some necking, yes I do. Climb right on up into my manger, but let me warn you about one small danger, babe. I can't shake the stranger out of you. I see you prancing and preening as smooth as you can. You're hotter than the popcorn dancing in the pan, out to capture a chunk of rapture with someone new. Well, I can hit the sack like an aristocrat if you let me be your tricky box of Cracker Jacks. But I can't shake the stranger out of you. You're a romping bronco, I must admit, stomping while your lips are chomping at the bit. I'll kiss you, but who's gonna miss you when you're chasing midnights through? Be glad to be your one-shot pleasure, even leave you breathing at your leisure, babe. But I can't shake the stranger out of you. All your favorite fantasies have come to an end, and you'll be waking up tomorrow needing a friend. 'Cause I can't shake the stranger out of you.
You've already put big old tears in my eyes. Must you throw dirt in my face?
What is it that brings you to this part of town? Curiosity, conscience, or faith? I know it's not love, for I once gave you love, and all you gave me was the gate. I've got a feeling you've come back to just rub it in and to really put me in my place.
You've already put big old tears in my eyes. Must you throw dirt in my face?
Must you keep telling me you've got a new love? I don't need you to remind me. Must you keep telling me I look so lonesome and my better days are behind me? Must you keep showing me pictures of him and boasting of his warm embrace?
You've already put big old tears in my eyes. Must you throw dirt in my face?
You've already left me and broken my heart and told me how much you don't want me. Believe me, I'm happier when we're apart. Why must you come back now and haunt me? Must you keep showing me pictures of him and boasting of his warm embrace?
You've already put big old tears in my eyes. Must you throw dirt in my face? You've already put big old tears in my eyes. Must you throw dirt in my face?
If you love somebody enough, you'll follow wherever they go. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. If you love somebody enough, you'll go where your heart wants to go. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. I know if you've seen her, you tell me, 'cause you are my friend. I've got to find her and find out the trouble she's in. If you tell me that she's not here, I'll follow the trail of her tears. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. She would get mad and she used to say that she'd come back to Memphis someday. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. I haven't eaten a bite or slept for 3 days and nights. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. Well, I've got to find her and tell her that I love her so. I'll never rest till I find out why she had to go. Thank you for your precious time. Forgive me if I start to cry. That's how I got to Memphis. 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 That's how I got to Memphis.
And I wake up in the morning with my hair down in my eyes, and she says hi. And I stumble to the breakfast table while the kids are going off to school. Goodbye. And she reaches out and takes my hand and squeezes it and says, how you feeling, hon? I look across at smiling lips that warm my heart and see my morning sun. And if that's not loving me, then all I've got to say, God didn't make little green apples, and it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. And there's no such thing as Dr. Seuss or Disneyland, and Mother Goose is no nursery rhyme. God didn't make little green apples, and it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. And when myself is feeling low, I think about her face aglow and ease my mind. Sometimes I call her up at home, knowing she's busy, and ask her if she could get away and meet me. Maybe we could grab a bite to eat. And she drops what she's doing and she hurries down to meet me, and I'm always late. But she sits waiting patiently and smiles when she first sees me, 'cause she's made that way. And if that ain't loving me, then all I've got to say, God didn't make little green apples, and it don't snow in Minneapolis when the winter comes. And there's no such thing as make-believe, puppet dolls, autumn leaves, and BB guns. God didn't make little green apples, and it don't rain in
All right, we're back. We're sending the clouds in again.
Sending the clowns.
And Para is in Alistair's lap.
Yeah.
She's a 56-pound lap dog.
She is.
Very warm. Where did we leave off last time? Oh.
Saginaw, Michigan. That's
Saginaw, Michigan. That's what we listened to first at the top of the block, followed by Harper Valley PTA by Jeannie C. Riley, classic song. I Can't Shake the Stranger Out of You by who was it? Lavender Country.
Lavender Country, right?
Must You Throw Dirt in My Face?
Lavender Country, which is a West Coast band from the 60s that was made up entirely of lesbian and gay musicians when there was nobody doing that singing country. And I think they got beat up a lot. But they kind of weathered through, and they had that one hit which we played, which is I Can't Shake the Stranger Out of You. And I think recently on an episode there was on RuPaul's drag show, there is somebody who does a cover of one of their songs kind of randomly and like takes their persona from that country band. Maybe Pierre will know what I'm talking about because he's seen a lot of RuPaul.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but they've kind of withstood the test of time with their little album there.
Yeah, we were saying how the voice, the singer in that song is like kind of what a lot of people aspire to emulate.
Exactly, all those freak folk people.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
After that, we listened to Must You Throw Dirt in My Face by the Louvin Brothers.
And Halesia played a Louvin Brothers song, which was
Satan is Real.
Satan is Real.
Yeah, if you want some good history in the Louvin Brothers, listen to the podcast Cocaine and Rhinestones by Tyler May and Co., David Allen Coe's son. Really good history of country music, and he's got an episode devoted to the Louvin Brothers that's great. And then That's How I Got to Memphis by songwriter extraordinaire Tom T. Hall. And then Little Green Apples by Roger Miller. I love that one. And now we're back on Sending the Clouds.
We're back on Sending the Clouds. Oh, do we want to go? Yeah, we should probably. We have 5 songs lined up. Maybe we're gonna add 1 or 2 more, but we can just go right into the last 5 that we have lined up here. Maybe we'll add in a couple more. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
We're drinking some Colorado Kool-aid over here.
Yeah, there's no big mean drunks, so everything's okay.
Nobody's spitting in anybody's ear.
And so we might add some more. Let's just go right into Cry Myself to Sleep by the Judds.
All right.
The mother-daughter duo.
Yep. There's also a great episode on Cocaine and Rhinestones about the Judds.
Oh, God, I need to listen to this.
Yeah, great show. All right.
Yeah.
Talk to y'all soon.
I tried so hard, you know I can't do more. It's the turn of the cards, it's the close of the door. The lies you told, you know they hurt so deep. So I'll go home and cry myself to sleep. Day after day, you've been treating me bad. Friends come up and say, why do you take all that? 'Cause it's making me more, and it's making me weak. So I'll go home and cry myself to sleep. Play at love like a child plays games. One day I'm in, then I'm out again. You change the rules and I just can't win. You've broken me now, so I give in, yeah, yeah. I've been through worse, but I don't know what. Oh, I gave to you everything that I got. So take this heart, oh, what's left to keep, and I'll go home and cry myself to sleep. So I'll go home and cry myself to sleep. 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 Cry myself to sleep.
rather sleep in a box like a bum on the street than a fine feather bed without your little old cold feet. And I'd rather be deaf, dumb and stone blind than to know that your mornings will never be mine. And I'd rather die young than live without you. And I'd rather go hungry than to eat lonesome stew. You know it's once in a lifetime and it won't come again. It's here and it's gone on a magnolia wind. I'd rather not walk through the garden again if I can't catch your scent on a magnolia wind. Comes time that it comes time to go, sis, pack up your fiddle, sis, pack up your bow. And if I can't dance with you, then I won't dance at all. I just sit this one out with my back to the wall. I'd rather not hear pretty music again if I can't catch your fiddle on a magnolia wind. If I can't catch your scent on a magnolia wind.
Two drummers sat at dinner in a grand hotel one day. While dining they were chatting in a jolly sort of way, when a pretty waitress brought them a fancy tray of food. They spoke to her familiarly in a manner rather rude. At first she did not notice or make the least reply, but one remark was passed that brought teardrops to her eyes, and facing her tormentor with cheeks now burning red, She looked a perfect picture as appealingly she said, my mother was a lady, and yours you will allow, and you may have a sister who needs protection now. I've come to this great city to find a brother dear, and you dare not insult me, sir, if Jack were only here. It's just one touch of nature, but it makes the whole world kin, and every word she uttered seemed to touch their hearts within. They sat there stunned and silent until one cried in shame, forgive me, miss, I meant no harm, pray tell me what's your name. She told him and he cried, I know your brother too. Why, we've been friends for many years, and he often speaks of you. He'll be so glad to see you, and if you'll only wed, I'll take you to him as my wife, for I loved you since you said my mother was a lady, like yours you will allow, and you may have a sister who needs protection now. I've come to this great city to find a brother dear, and you dare not insult me, sir, if Jack were only here.
Okay, send in the clowns.
We're back. The clowns are back.
Clowns are back. We got... Yes. You just heard... It was your pick.
Okay, wait. Oh, yeah. You just heard My Mother Was a Lady by Johnny Cash. That's from his album Personal File, which is a personal favorite. Mm-hmm. It's just some personal recordings of his, really raw, vulnerable. Before that, we had Magnolia Wind by Guy Clark.
Mm-hmm. And then we had two of my picks. Love's Been a Little Bit Hard on Me by Juice Newton, and Cry Myself to Sleep by the Judds.
Both awesome.
Both a lot of fun. I think we're coming up on the end of 2 hours here, and
Bar's licking her lips like she's hungry.
Yeah. So I guess it's kind of time to say goodbye and hit the old dusty trail. We have two more. It's going to be Old Friend by J.J. Cale, and then
All the Best by John Prine, another great singer-songwriter we lost due to COVID-19 on my birthday, actually. It's one of my all-time favorites. He died on my birthday while I was singing Paradise by John Prine. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Katelynn, for all these wonderful country songs.
Well, thank you, Alistair, for giving me the opportunity to collaborate.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All right, let's get in there and do Old Friend by J.J. Cale, and then All the Best by John Prine.
How you been? It would be so nice to see you, my old friend. What's been going on? Are you still singing that same old song? Has your days been treating you well? Are the nights still cold as hell? It would be so nice to hear from you again, my old friend. I hear all the old folks are gone. I guess we're the ones now. That's the way it goes. Those crowded days are behind us now. May your backside get some wind. May you have many more days to spend. I'd like to see you again, my old friend. We always knew those days would forever last, and all those friends we had would never pass. But they did, and the numbers grow small. For a time we had it all. Like to see you again sometime. I'll try to call my old friend. May your backside catch the wind. May you have many more days to spend.
I wish you love and happiness. I guess I wish you all the best. I wish you don't do like I do, and never fall in love with someone like you. 'Cause if you feel just like I did, you probably walk around the block like a little kid. But kids don't know, they can only guess how hard it is to wish you happiness. I guess that love is like a Christmas card. You decorate a tree, you throw it in the yard. it decays and dies, and the snowmen melt. Well, I once knew love, I knew how love felt. Yeah, I knew love, love knew me. And when I walked, love walked with me. And I got no hate, and I got no pride. Well, I got so much love that I cannot hide. Yeah, I got so much love that I cannot hide. Say you drive a Chevy, say you drive a Ford. You say you drive around the town till you just get bored, and then you change your mind for something else to do. And your heart gets bored with your mind and it changes you. Well, it's a doggone shame, and it's an awful mess. I wish you love, I wish you happiness. I wish you love, I wish you happiness. I guess I wish you all the best.